everyone, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be talking about something slightly different to what I usually talk about, and it's quite a personal topic to me as well. Trigger warning, I am going to be talking about dermatillomania and obsessive skin picking. But yeah, I just wanted to share my journey with you and show you how I got my skin from this to this, only using one product. The reason I'm doing this video is because I really want to help people, and I feel like dermatillomania is really not spoken about enough. So if I can help raise awareness, then that would be great. Side note, I am not a doctor or a therapist. I am just simply showing you my journey and showing you things that have helped me along the way. So you may be thinking, what is dermatillomania? On the NHS website, it says it is a mental health condition where you can't stop picking at your skin. You may have skin picking disorder if the picking causes cuts, bleeding and scarring. You may do it when you're stressed or not always realise that you're doing it. Skin picking disorder is usually treated with talking therapies and medicines. It is not clear what causes skin picking disorder. It can be triggered by boredom, stress or anxiety, and feelings of guilt or shame, and you often feel comfort when doing it. So I have had dermatillomania for as long as I can remember. I remember when I was really young I had something called impetigo, which is like an infection on my chin, and I had this little vanity set which I used to sit at. It was like a mirror with little lights all the way around it, and I just remember sitting there and just picking at this impetigo on my chin, and I can't even remember how old I was. I was probably about 3 or something, but that's something that's just stuck with me throughout life. And yeah, it's unfortunately something that I've always had. I constantly hide my face behind makeup. I think I've only been to the shops once without makeup, which is insane. And for years I never used to answer the door because my face would look awful. I would say it is mostly my face that I pick. I do have like spots on my body which I have picked in the past, but the main focus has always been my face for some reason. I know quite a lot of people do pick at the skin, like sort of around the nails and stuff like that, but I think dermatillomania differs in the fact that you kind of, if you spot a mirror for example walking through your house, you will go to the mirror to check what spots have appeared on your face, and you will stand there in the mirror, look at yourself and squeeze the spots on your face until they bleed, or even if the spot's not ready, you will just like, yeah, injure yourself basically. And I have tried plenty of times to stop. My family and my partner have told me plenty of times, just stop picking, but if you have dermatillomania, you know that someone saying stop picking is not going to help you stop picking. You just go into a bathroom and finish off what you started basically. So yeah, but like I say, you basically just go into a trance, and I have an internal monologue in my head and I just get caught up in that. I'm just like picking away at my face, and then I'll just be listening to my internal monologue over and over, and I'll forget what I'm actually physically doing to my face. So you kind of go into a strange trance when you're doing it as well sometimes. And I did go to cognitive behavioural therapy, or CBT, to try and help it, but the therapist didn't know what it was. She'd never heard of it before. This was a few years ago now. So she had to do some research, and she found a few ways which she suggested might help. And one of them was finding things to occupy my hands with, and another one was trying to think of a particular word which I could say to myself when I was in this trance to try and like break the trance basically. However, nothing worked, unfortunately, but recently I have found something that has really been helping my skin, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I think part of the issue for me is that I've never really been bothered about skincare, because I just thought that no product on the market was going to improve what my skin looked like whatsoever. So I've never really bothered with it. but I know skincare has been all over the internet over the last couple of years. So it was about 9 months ago when I was on Facebook and I was just scrolling through, and there was a reel which had been shared, and it was this guy saying 3 things that he uses in his skincare regime, which are the only 3 things that he needs and the 3 things that work for him and are supposedly meant to work for everyone else as well. So me, being the impressionable person that I am, went ahead and bought the first thing that he mentioned on his reel. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people use this now, but I'd never heard of it because I'm quite ignorant where skincare is concerned. But this product was hyaluronic acid. Hopefully it can focus for you there. I bought this from the Revolution website. It was only £6, and it's not just Revolution that do it, obviously there's plenty of other brands out there. Ordinary do one, I think it's around the same price, and Superdrug do their own version of it as well. So hyaluronic acid attracts moisture from the environment and locks it into your skin. It also acts as an amazing barrier to stop any bacteria from entering your epidermis, and in turn significantly reduces the amount of spots that you get. And less spots means less picking. So I've been using this twice a day, and the difference for me has just been incredible. Like, I can't even believe it that this one product has improved the quality of my skin, and I'm just so thankful that I watched that guy's video because it has changed my life. It's amazing. So I am going to show you a few pictures now just so you can kind of see the effect that it's had. This first image that I'm going to show you is from 2019, so a few years ago, but there's no blood or anything on there. It's basically just me with scars all over my face, but this will show you the kind of extremity that it has been in the past. So yeah, this is the first photo. And this next photo is from July this year. So I'd been using hyaluronic acid for a little while, and it had definitely started to do its job. Like, my skin was looking much better and I felt way more confident on holiday, walking around with no makeup on at all and stuff like that. So you'll see in this picture that I do still have some spots and scars as well, but you can tell that it's much less dramatic than in 2019. And then this final photo is me the other day. I had no makeup on and I looked in the mirror and I kind of had a moment of realization. Like, I was just sat there staring at myself like, is this really me? Like, compared to what my skin was a few years ago and even a few months ago, like, this is like a crazy difference. So I'll show you that picture now. So yeah, I felt really proud of myself after I saw myself in the mirror that day. I was like, wow, I've come like a really long way. I used to just sit down and constantly be feeling for like lumps or bumps on my face, just trying to find something to pick. And I don't even really do that anymore, just because I know that there's not going to be anything there, so I don't really bother going to try and find things, if that makes sense. So I've kind of conditioned myself not to feel for lumps and stuff like that. And I will admit, my skin is still not perfectly clear. It's not perfect by any means, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was, and I'm going in the right direction, and it's great. And I just want to help anyone else out there that kind of is going through the same thing, or yeah, just needs advice. So yeah, I would highly recommend the 2% hyaluronic acid. If you are struggling with your skin or spots or whatever, I would definitely recommend using it twice a day, once in the morning and once at night time. And the results may take a little while, but they are definitely worth the wait and worth trying, because this is only £6, so you've not really lost too much if it doesn't work for you. And I'm pretty sure when I googled it earlier, this is on sale for like £4 now, so even cheaper if you want to give it a go. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this has helped some people out there if you're going through a similar thing, or if you've got a family member or friend that's going through something similar. If you have any questions about dermatillomania or hyaluronic acid or anything I've mentioned in the video, as I say, I'm not a doctor or a therapist, but I will do my very best to answer any of your questions. Feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. I don't really say it very often, but feel free to. I try and offer honest advice and reviews on a variety of different things. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!